Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Tuesday, August 22nd, 2023, and we are back with our MLB best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Beating the Odds. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post these MLB videos every single day, along with the NFL and college football when that's back on. So far, by the way, in the NFL, we're 18-6. 8-2 in our members only best bets. We're absolutely crushing the NFL right now. We're also coming out big winning years, the NBA and college basketball, and a winning year in the NHL. We're looking after our first 10,000 subscribers, our first 6.5 months on YouTube. So I'm really excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So to recap yesterday's results, kind of a frustrating day. We went 1-2 yesterday. We were 1-1 in the video we put out yesterday. We had the Cubs team total over 4.5. That was a winner. Braves minus 1.5. They completely shit the bed. They were horrible in that game. I'm not really sure what the hell they were doing versus this terrible Mets team. We took a loss there. And then we added a Texas team total right before the game started. I don't really know how a bullpen game from the Diamondbacks, who are one of the worst bullpens in the league, were to hold the Rangers to one run through 9 innings, but it's baseball. Crazy things happen throughout this season. So 1-2 overall yesterday, not great, but we're still up 9.42 units for year, so we're profitable for the year. And we have 3 picks today in the MLB. Let's get started with our first bet. That was going to be the Blue Jays money line, minus 102 versus the Orioles. First off, I really like the Blue Jays here in this spot, specifically for the pitching matchup. When you look at the pitching matchup here, Kikuchi is 100% better than Rodriguez. Kikuchi is almost 2 full runs better on the ERA. Rodriguez has been one of the Orioles' big weak links in their pitching staff this entire year. Also, if you look at the bullpen stats, I mean, the Orioles do have a very strong bullpen, but believe it or not, Toronto's actually better than the Orioles are when it comes to their bullpen. So the pitching matchup is skewed heavily in the Blue Jays' direction. Then you look at batting, it is pretty similar. Blue Jays do have a very strong lineup. However, Rodriguez is a lefty. And the Blue Jays have the 5th best batting average against lefties in the entire league. They bat at 277. They get on base at 337. That's a very high clip versus a bad starting pitcher. And again, the bullpens are both very similar here, but the starting pitching is so far heavily skewed in the Blue Jays direction in an advantage there. I like the Blue Jays here in this spot. Plus, the Orioles are traveling back from Oakland all the way back to Baltimore, so there's a little bit of a travel delay there. And on top of that, they've been playing the A's for the last 3 days. There's going to be a slight little shock to the system from a much higher level of competition here from the Blue Jays. I like the Blue Jays here minus 102, plus 100 depending on your book. Again, the odds can change depending on that, but I really like the Blue Jays here. Next, we have the Astros minus 1.5 versus the Red Sox at plus 125. Again, very similar to the Blue Jays-Orioles game. Verlander versus Hoke. I mean, there's a full 1.5 difference in ERA. I love Verlander here in this spot. The Astros pen is way better than the Red Sox bullpen. So, I mean, there is that as well. They're a full half run better there. So the pitching matchup, again, is very much in the Astros' direction here. Plus, the Astros are at home and they play very well there. But, you know, the bats, I mean, listen, the Red Sox can hit. They have some serious bats. They have a deep lineup here. But again, they've been playing against the Yankees the last 3-4 games. And when they play against the Nationals, I think they lost that series. And they swept the Yankees. Who gives a shit? The Yankees are trash. But the Astros lineup has gotten so much better over the last month or two because of health, and just honestly, they're too good not to have a good offensive stats here. The fact that the Astros are at home, they have a better pitching matchup, both on bullpen and specifically starting pitching. I'm gonna roll with the Astros here to win by 2 or more. And then lastly, we have a little money line parlay action. We're going to do the Braves and Dodgers money line parlay. A little chalky, but I like it. Money line parlay plus 108. First off, with the Braves, they got smoked by the Mets last night, and they will bounce back. I believe that wholeheartedly. Elder is better than McGill, although McGill is pretty solid. I do like Elder in this spot, though. Plus, the Braves bats are way better than the Mets bats. The Mets really just used up all their runs last night. That's kind of how I see it. I mean, you're not going to see what happened yesterday very often, especially with how good the Braves are and how, honestly, just pathetic the Mets are in general. And the Braves bullpen's a lot better than the Mets bullpen. Braves are at home. You only need to get them on the money line. I mean, that's what I like. And then also the Dodgers. Bo Miller's going to play for the Dodgers. He's a lot better than Syndergaard. They got rid of Syndergaard on purpose. They know his strengths. They know his weaknesses, his many weaknesses. The Dodgers bats are 1,000 times better than the Cleveland bats. I mean, if you look at the Dodgers, they've just been on a fucking tear recently when it comes to offense, while Cleveland has gotten better throughout the season, but they're still very below average when it comes to the offensive side of the game. And the bullpen does have a slight advantage for Cleveland here, and they are at home. But the thing is, I just think with how much of an advantage the Dodgers have on the offensive side of the diamond and how good their starting pitching is going to be, I just really see the Dodgers here being able to get a win on the road. And they are just on a freaking tear. Plus, it's August, so it's going to be warm. There's not going to be a weather change. I like the Dodgers here to win. So Braves and Dodgers money line parlay at +108. That's a strong bet in my opinion. Now, we might be adding some more picks throughout the day. Members of this text here, but you guys check my Twitter. My Twitter is linked in the description below. And by the way, guys, for football season, if you want our best bets for football season, go to zdmbets.com/picks. As a member, you get all of our members-only best bets texted straight to your phone. We're 8-2 in those so far for the year. You have a direct line to me, so any game you're considering betting, whether it's in football, basketball, hockey, baseball, you can reach out to that number that texts you and get a guaranteed response back from me. Plus, our free picks text straight to you right before, well, not right before, about an hour and a half before these videos come out. That way, you'll take advantage of early lines and early odds because we are able to move the line pretty well, actually. And again, that website, zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks, zdmbets.com/picks. Also linked in the description below. So, quick recap. We have the Blue Jays money line -102. We have the Astros -1.5 at +125. And we have the Braves and Dodgers money line parlay at +108. So, let's go lock in those picks, y'all. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check those other videos.